They be trying to tell black people how we don't our kids are this or that. I said there's the next Dylan Roof. There's the next Texas Chainsaw
The first
Massacre.
time he ain't never had his ass whooped. Now I'm not an advocate. Obviously, we're not advocates for abuse,
Hmm.
but sometimes children need their ass whooped. They need their ass whooped. See, my mom, like I say, my parents was old school country, boomer country, deep south country. My mom used to make me go get the switch off because we had to like bushes. She used to make me get the switch. Take the leaves off that motherfucker. And for extra razzle dazzle, she would let it sit in water for a few hours to a day.
Mm, mm.
So
Mm.
when she hit you, it was good. And I didn't get a lot of ass whoopings because once was enough. She kept a switch on her dashboard and she would literally drive with her left hand and was whooping ass with the right. And we need
So
to get back to that type of shit.
We need that today. But the
We
thing,
need that today because that boy right there, you're not gonna talk, you're not gonna come out your mouth and talk to me like that. You have lost your motherfucking mind. If you think you're gonna talk to me now, I'm all about giving your kids respect and giving your kids space. But this is the shit I'm talking about when you be trying to be their friend instead of their parent, instead of the adult. Because, like you said, that's the next mass shooter right there. And then that bitch gonna be like, I didn't know anything was wrong with him. He's just. Oh, he's just misunderstood. No, bitch, you know what it is. Because if he talking to you like that means he talking to somebody else like that. And somebody else out there in the street gonna lay him right the fuck out.
and that might be what he needs.
And that might be what he needs. That's exactly what he needs. Because my thing is, I don't know about nobody else, and this might be controversial. I'll fight a child. I don't give
that ain't
fuck them,
controversial.
fuck them kids. I will fight a child. Let my
That's
daughter
not
come home and tell me,
controversial at all. From age
let
1 to 100, baby, you can
exactly.
get it. If you can walk and your hands work, you can get it.
That's right. If you want to
Yes.
act like you grown, you gonna take this ass whooping like you grown, and I don't want no fucking hard feelings either. Because let my daughter used to come home and tell me some shit happened at school. I whoop her ass and the fucking mamas. Don't play with me. I will fuck a kid up.
Okay,
Not a look.
Nikki, now I gotta ask you, would you fight an old person?
I will.
Why
Yeah,
not?
sure will.
Yes, I will.
I
The
will
fuck?
knock their old ass
Listen,
out.
I will kick a
Sure
bitch
the
in their
fuck will.
kneecaps real quick. I'll kick an old bitch in their kneecaps real fucking quick. Cause you can
Because
get it
them
too.
old people be
Cause
disrespectful as
oh,
fuck.
exactly.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I'm an elder. Now listen, I do have a certain level of respect for older people. Like I won't call them by their first
I
name.
don't.
I'll put, in the beginning, like I'll put Miss in front of it like that. But now if you get to talking some slick shit, I'ma talk some slick shit back. Cause we gonna throw that all out the fucking window. Cause just like you grown, I'm grown. I'm not a teenager, I'm not a child. I always tell people I'm not a child and I'm not your child. And you're not
But
gonna talk to me like that. So just like I'll fuck a kid up, I'll fuck an old person up
but
real fucking quick.
some of them old people got hands though. Some of them
I
old
don't give
people will
a fuck.
they'll put that
I'll
grip on
listen.
you.
I'll take that oxygen and bend it with my motherfucking fingers, and you're done. I'll press. All I gotta do is take my two fucking fingers, and you out this motherfucker. I ain't even gotta do shit with you. You
Now
fuck
I
around with
do
me,
wanna
I'll move your meds, bitch. I'll listen. I'm a petty bitch. My pettiness was conceived at the time of my conception, and it has gotten worse with my age. I'm a petty bitch. I'm a petty bitch and proud of it. My pettiness knows no bounds. And honestly, I've mellowed out with age because I done did some shit. I don't know the statute of limitations on shit, so I ain't gonna say too much. But a bitch done did some shit.
I
And
do
I'm
want
gonna
to talk
read.
about the pattern of how these white people raise their kids, because I just made a post about this. I want to say early on this week because I work in the doctor's office, and it's a lot of us that come in, but it's more Caucasian people that come in, and they kids so disrespectful. When I do little things like give them a reward or something like that, they gotta tell their kid like say thank you, say like why your kids don't have no manners, but yeah, black people are the monsters. We're the crazy ones. We're the disrespectful ones. But y'all kids don't even know how to fucking say please and thank you. Then you had the ones who be coming in there cussing their mama out, telling their mama what the fuck to do. Then you had like them kids really be fucking out of control, but they look at us as if we're the ones out of. The only time I ever seen a white kid had to have some type of control is when black people was raising their kids.
Yeah. And I'm going to read some of these comments. So this was from Fluke Vision 70, textbook entitled Behavior. Mom is always trying to parent with a negotiation type tone. The tone you use to your children is one of a firm directing tone, but done with love so they understand where their boundaries are. Dina Cook, she says, how I ran to the comments with rapid speed in the belt. I was Olympic-like. B Blazers 1987. I'm 56 years old and still have some elders and family members that have never heard me use profanity or had a drink around out of love and respect. But this young man is lashing out and he is going to need a good mentor or a family member outside of his mother to help raise him. I wonder where the father is in this situation. And then last one, Surpress, 30 days. Send him to me for 30 days and I bet you he will turn home a new kid. I just need 30 days. 30. All right, we're going to go to our shock value and take a look.
Oh
my God. That's a child. I can't hear anything. That's a child?
yeah, that's a baby.
Yeah, that's a baby being
That's
dragged.
a baby. She can't even hear him. He's being dragged right now. She can't even hear him.
My thing is, I don't know if that's an adult standing next to her, but sir, why the fuck you not looking out? Like, why are you not? Well, no, that might be another kid, but why the fuck is he even standing up? That's even unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me nobody's seen it?
I had a short-lived bus driver life. It was very short-lived. I did it for like a summer. And
Finally.
My thing is,
She finally said, low key, I don't know if she saw the shit and just acted like
I think she
she
saw it. Doing. Yeah.
She knew what she was doing and then pretended like, cause like you too fucking like you gotta hear some shit dragging or whatever. Like I felt like she knew what it was.
But not even just that. As a bus driver, when you are being trained, you are supposed to make sure the child is completely off before you shut those doors.
Mm-hmm.
Completely off the bus. You're not supposed to let a child walk off and close the door mid-stride. Like that's exactly. She closed that door too early, and I'm not gonna make no excuses for her because she had a bus full of kids. But bitch, you could have been paying attention better. And I feel like she need to go to jail and be charged for that shit.
You know, when she looked back, I thought she seen him, and I was like,
I thought she seen him too, and the one standing next to her.
Yeah, that right here, this is why we telling people we have a lot of idiots that be working in these places.
Oh yeah, who don't give a damn.
And for you to not see, I'm sorry, that baby was dragged a few blocks.
Whoever that baby parent is, I'd have fucked that bus driver up. She would have had to see me. I would have taken her, locked her in there, and I'd be on the bus driving that motherfucker. But see, I would have been on the expressway. Yeah, bitch. We doing the same. We doing the same fucking energy. I would have fucked her ass up.
And you would have hung her out the door.
Yeah. I'm gonna drag your ass and let you see how the fuck you feel. See, that's one thing. These parents, like we put the phones down. Like we talked about that lady last week with the fucking meatball. Fuck a press conference. Every last one of you bitches gonna see the upper room. At this point, I ain't got shit to lose. Y'all all got to go. Y'all let my baby choke on a meatball. I'm fucking everybody up, and y'all still gonna pay me when I'm done.
Yeah, that story was very hard to watch last week.
That was hard to watch, and I would have fucked if I ain't got the wherewithal to do it. I'm making some phone calls, but every last one of y'all is getting fucked up. Y'all getting fucked. I don't care if it's me, my people. Somebody gonna do it. Put the phones down and start fucking people up.
And so
I stand by that.
This is what they said. A Jefferson County family has reached a nearly $5 million settlement after a devastating, this happened in 2015, so this must have been going on for years. 2015 incident where a 7-year-old girl, a special needs student, was dragged nearly 1,000 feet by the bus driver. The bus door closed on her back leg as she tried to get off, causing nerve damage, disfiguring scars, and lasting trauma. She has undergone.
Oh, that bitch knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she has undergone multiple surgeries and continues to face a long-term recovery. The bus driver, Melinda Sanders, was fired for failing to follow safety protocol. The settlement will be paid over several decades to support the girl's ongoing medical and emotional needs.
5 million ain't, I'm sorry, 5 million ain't nothing, because if she's 7 and was going through all of that, even though that was 2015, $5 million ain't shit. Y'all would have had to out of bankrupt whatever city that is. Y'all, nah, that in over a certain period of time, nah. And that bitch there, I would have sued her for every dime she don't have. Every job you get from now on, I'll be collecting. It'll be civil suits out the ass, because ain't no way $5 million is nothing for what that little girl got to go through for the rest of her life. That's nothing, especially in this fucking economy, and especially what doctors cost and the trauma that caused, because you couldn't take a few seconds to do it. I still, some about that ain't right. I still feel like she did that shit on purpose and thought because it was a special needs person, she could like get away with that shit. Because ain't no, and then nobody else saw it either. Like that boy that was standing there,
Seen that shit.
I thought he was warning her. Like I thought he was like telling her, like, "Hey, somebody's there, stop!" Because he was too like all you had to do was turn your head to see that shit. I felt like both of them, either he knew, but I definitely think at some point she knew she was dragging something and just didn't give a fuck.
She did it. That's horrible.
And she didn't hear the scream.
Just look at them dangling. Just horrible.
Yes. Or the scream, because I know that kid, I know that baby was screaming.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know a bus is loud, but you can hear that. Like, nah, some about that ain't sitting right with me.
It's the dragon for me. That's just, that's hard to watch.
Yep, all right, and I would have drug her ass back.
This is what people have said. Adrenaline Junkie 2018. Why didn't the bus driver watch to make sure the child got off the bus? She needs to go to jail. Peeing Baby Red Lover. If you can hear a child screaming on camera, you definitely can hear it in real time. Poor baby.
Hello.
KC Clark 0395. Driver never turned her head to see if the child was clear. Negligence. Somebody said women. But that's anybody. One with the deal. Bus driver should be fired. How negligent can you be? All right, we're going on to our next controversial topic.
Oh, does it? So you want to explain to me why Abraham was never reprimanded for his sexual relationship with Hagar while he was married to Sarah? He was reprimanded for his lack of faith that Sarah would conceive, but not for his sexual relationship with her. Jacob married both Leah and Rachel, never once condemned. David had 8 wives, an unknown number of concubines, and that's before we get to the kidnapping and rape of Bathsheba, which he was never condemned for. He was condemned for stealing from another man, and when he killed said man, he was still known as the man after God's own heart. What about his son Solomon? 700 wives and 300 concubines. Let's talk about what a concubine is. A concubine is someone who's not a wife, does not have status as a wife, but has an extramarital sexual affair with a man. Never once condemned in the Bible. In fact, in Judges, there's a Levite, a man who works in the temple as the spiritual tribe of Israel and has a concubine. Never condemned. An extramarital sexual affair to a woman who is bound to him, who cannot leave. But you have been able to negotiate with the text and negotiate all that away because you know that's wrong, and that was a cultural standard in an ancient text in a patriarchal society. But for some reason, when it's convenient for you to demonize a group you don't like or don't agree with, all of a sudden the Bible says something. Do you adhere to not wearing mixed cloth? Or do you just skip over that Old Testament part? And before you go to Matthew 19, where Jesus talks about divorce, they come up to Jesus and they say, can a man ask for divorce for his wife for any reason? He is asked a question about a man and wife, so Jesus answers about a man and wife, and he sets a new standard where he says that unfaithfulness is the only reason. And we know that this isn't the standard set in the Old Testament because the disciples say in verse 10, if this is the situation between a husband and a wife, it is better not to marry. And if you had continued reading even to the next verse, Jesus says that eunuchs will inherit the kingdom of God. Eunuchs were people that were sometimes genitally altered, people either naturally or done by men. Some were castrated, people who were sexual outliers, who often had extramarital relationships with both sexes. Jesus says they will inherit the kingdom of heaven. So have you been able to actually find that in the Bible, or have you been able to negotiate it because it fits your prejudice? Because you have been able to negotiate the rest of it away. The Bible never condemns polygamy, polyamory, and in the Old Testament, it never condemns assault. And then you have to deal with Galatians 3:28, where Paul says there is no male or female. There is no slave or free. Paul reduces those differences for the sake of the faith. So what do you mean it is defined as one man and one woman? Or is that just the prejudice you want it to be? Oh,
so what do y'all think of this?
Come on, white lady. So it's some shit.
Oh, she got a good page. Her page is good.
I want to say that we about to get into a conversation, aren't we?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I just want to speak on it because I grew up Christian, and it wasn't until now, being an adult, that I realized that the Bible is not, first of all, it was written by man. Okay, let's be clear there. It was written by man, white man at that.
Racist.
They had a slave Bible where they purposely took out chapters. So if they had that back in the day for slaves, what do y'all think the type of Bible is that we are getting today? Mm-hmm. If you really look back, some of the stuff about gay people and same sex, whatever, was just recently added in the 1940s and the 1930s.
1946.
That stuff was, there you go. It was not originally in the Bible. So, and the same people that's preaching and trying to keep all the gay stuff out, these niggas is gay. They fuck on each other.
Okay, we can go even further. If you look at King James, who has the most homophobic version of the Bible, he was a big homosexual. He loved men. He had threesomes and orgies and sex parties. He locked it up the butt. They got pictures of that. I mean, he was a freak.
And you know another thing, hell, everybody can talk about hell and hell. The original text does not speak about hell in the way that they speak about it in the Bible. The original text talks about Sheol, which is with the demons, where he put them in, but they were actually in a holding cell until Jesus died on the cross to be able to release them to where they were supposed to go. But it never really talked about all this condemning and stuff. This stuff also was recently put in there as well. What were you about to say, Nikki?
I like, even as a child, because I was always put in church, Bible study, quiet, even though I don't fucking sing, all this type of stuff. And so I made it a point that when I had my daughter, I wasn't forcing her that, and I didn't do it because I always felt like, you know, the way my mind works, I was taught that you question things. So I remember sitting there, and I think I talked about this last week, sitting in church one day and was like, this Bible thing, it's like a big game of telephone. Because it's like, well, this person said this, and they told this person, and they told this person, da-da-da. And it finally made its way. And then I thought about it. I was like, this book has been translated in all different languages, and then things get lost in translation, which means you have to supplement for that. And the way you supplement is putting in what you think it means. And the Bible is always like art is subjective. We can read the same Bible passage, and Samson might feel it's one thing, I might feel it's something else. No one can really say which it is correct, because the person that wrote this book isn't here to tell you, or even an artist that makes a sculpture. They can tell you this is what it is and this is what it represents. And I can still look at it and be like, well, no, this is what, so it's all that way. And so I consider myself a Christian. I do believe in God, but I've never really liked organized religion. I always felt that was a scam. I do believe in God, but I don't feel like I have to project my belief on other people. It is not my job to get you to believe what I believe. I don't have to go to a church to talk to God. I don't have to give a nigga 10% of my fucking check that I work for in order for me to be.
Hold on, real quick before you keep going, Nikki, because who in the hell said the 10% had to be monetary?
Exactly. I don't have to. And growing up in that lifestyle, I hated that because my mom and my grandma, and they make you think, oh, you have to, and I would always think like the God I pray to loves me and believes in me, even if you don't believe in him. He didn't ask for money. So why are you telling me I got to give money when he never said he asked for it? Because if he died for all our sins, if he did all these great things, then don't no money come with that. Because the money you asking for is the money he can't spend. So who the fuck spending the money? Because if I'm tithing to God, God ain't spending the money. Who the fuck spending the money? You spending the money. So that's why I know this is bullshit. I knew it was a bullshit when my church got a fucking building fund for 50 years and y'all ain't built shit. What we doing? Who got the money? But when the pastor got more money than the congregation and y'all always giving this nigga shit, now I got a problem. I will go to church and sometimes the speaker, every now and then I go to church and sometimes the speaker is so good and I'm like, okay, this is good. I can get into it. And then they go to homosexual shit. Then they gotta bring that up to it. So it's okay for you to be a drug addict. It's okay for you to be a reformed hoe, but let you be a homosexual and it's a problem when it literally says, "Come as you are." Come
the
as
thing
you are.
that I don't understand about religion is, and this is a person who right now I am on my own journey to build my own relationship with God and not what I was taught and told. The confusion about all of this is that, like you said, they say come as you are. They say God loves all, God forgives all, as long as you repent and all of this stuff. So why is it that you shun people for being different? If this is a place of no judgment, if this is a house of no judgment, why are y'all the first ones to judge people? It makes no sense to me. If God loves everybody and we are all God's children and we are created in God's image, why is it that when somebody is not created in your image, you feel some type of way? Baby, we was created in God's image, not yours. So what you think is right don't have to be right. We don't have to like that. It's just so confusing to me. And I feel like the Bible was twisted into the white people's narrative, really, more to speak. And then
100%.
Like, it's most definitely is because it shows a bunch of greed. It shows, and the thing is, if we go back to the homosexuality thing, like we thought, I think we talked about this last week in the history lesson where sagging came from.
Yeah,
we talked about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
White people, y'all love black ass, and y'all wanted them black slaves to show their ass so they can show who was broken, or y'all can pick who y'all would lay with. But yet y'all pushing the Bible saying that this is wrong. I don't understand it.
And Maya, this was pre-fleet days too.
Listen, you know how, let me tell you something. If y'all want to talk, white people love to talk about the Bible, but do you know how, because it says skin of bronze, hair wool. You know how motherfucking racist and insecure you got to be to make Jesus white with a silk press? That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Crazy.
Let's not even, you mentioned the statues and stuff earlier, how a lot of the statues, they chop their nose off because them nigga noses. They don't want to know the truth.
They don't, and it's the fact that the religion, like, I don't live my life by a book. A book is not going to tell me what I need to do. And I would encourage y'all, I love The West Wing. That's my favorite show. If you Google, go on YouTube and look up The West Wing, the midterms, there is a scene. It's the most popular one. I'm sure it'll pop up where Martin Sheen, he plays the president, and he is going back and forth because he's a Catholic man, so he loves his faith, but he understands the way of the world. And the way, and it's this doctor lady of a talk show, and he literally breaks down the contradictions of the Bible. He read her for filth, but he breaks it down to show you how we as people in this world cannot live by that ancient book because the times no longer call for that. The things that's in that book, you cannot live your life by. Mixed cloth, pig skin, but yet you niggas want to play football. Yes, you can't, we can't live our lives by a fucking book. And a lot of times that's why I love Sinners so much, because I really want Black people to free themselves from the fucking shackles of white organized religion.
They're not going to do that.
You're not. You can still believe in God. You can still be a good person. The only thing you have to do is live your life. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is about morals and ethics. It's not about a fucking book. Because let me tell you something. When people talk about getting in heaven, I'm going to make a dirty joke, but I'm going to say this. Whenever I'm on my knees, a nigga is always calling on the Lord. Okay? I have brought niggas to Christ one nut at a time for quite some time. My spot in heaven is secured. Okay? My spot in heaven is secured. If I show up at the gate today, a bitch got VIP access. All right? So you ain't got to worry about my soul. People are either gonna pray for your salvation or your damnation. And since I don't know which way the dice gonna roll, I find it best to do whatever the fuck I want. And I would implore everybody else to follow that same thing. Because nobody is gonna get into heaven for you. All of this shit that they talking about, oh, homosexuality. It ain't homosexuals out here raping children.
Sure ain't.
It ain't drag
Pastors.
queens. It ain't drag queens and trans men and women out here assaulting kids and assaulting people. It's fucking white men.
Yep.
That's the enemy. It's white men. And I've never understood how racist white people use the Bible to justify what the fuck they're doing. That should let niggas know that this shit is rigged.
Yeah.
If a white man is using the Bible to justify slavery, to justify being the superior
oppressor.
race, yes, they are. If they are using that to justify being the oppressor, and here you niggas go every motherfucking Sunday giving money you ain't got to another nigga on behalf of a fucking cracker that's giving him some bullshit. You can believe in God. You can be. I'm more of a spiritual person because, like I said, organized religion is some bullshit. And where we get fucked up in this country is when we start thinking our God is better than your God, instead of just saying, "Hey, I believe what I believe, and you're entitled to believe what you believe." When we start getting into, "Oh my God, this is what's wrong with America. Our God is the best." Okay, well, which God is it? Because if y'all want to go by the Bible, God was a nigga, and when y'all get to heaven, y'all gonna be real shocked that he's still a nigga. That's what's gonna fuck y'all up when y'all get to that gate and gotta wait for entry, cause you really ain't going there. But if you get there and the nigga show up, he be like, "I can see God right now." Huh, still a nigga. Y'all gonna be real fucked up.
Well, okay. Now I think ideally we want God to be black, but I think ideally God is an energy. Ideally that has created this. Now, if we do want to talk about race and the Bible, I mean, clearly this is the Middle East, so these were brown people. And
Yes.
I think that something that a lot of us overlook with the Bible is you cannot have, and then another thing too, the Bible is not based on people in their accounts. It is a book of metaphors, is another thing.
Yes.
So it is metaphorical, and even Jesus taught in metaphors. He taught in parables. So the Bible is the same thing. So additionally, if we look at what the Bible is and what it is based on, I think that it is ludicrous that you have a book that is based in the Middle East, where people have names like Muhammad and Hishkana and things like that. But these people in the Bible are John, Paul, Peter, Simon. Those are white English names.
Yes, exactly. Like they all have names that are easy for white people to digest, but those names were not of the people of that time. Because if you went to the Middle East, you're not gonna have people with them type of fucking names. And it's like it's like the shit is right there in y'all face. Like it's right there, and you just refuse to see it because you've been indoctrinated. And I know, Samson, you're right. Our people just they won't let it go. But I love sinners because it really kind of put it in niggas' faces that this is what y'all teaching, and it's not and it's not what it is, because you're especially in that time of slavery. So it's like, okay, we believing in God, and these white people believing in God, but these white people got us enslaved, and you want us to believe that that the same God we praying to is allowing this shit to happen to us.
Amen.
Like it's like it's right there, and it's just like, that's why I can't take niggas seriously, especially older people. And it's no disrespect to older black people, but it's like, well, I had one lady who was like, I can't listen to you because you said bitch and Bible in the same sentence. I said, well, bitch, turn it off. My content ain't for you. What the fuck you think this is? Are you new here? Like, that does nothing. What is that gonna do anything to you? If you can't, I don't do respectability politics around here. I don't care what nobody say. God is that's the funniest comedian you ain't never heard of. That nigga is hilarious. And people might, oh my God, you call God a nigga? Yes.
Because he is a
because
nigga.
that nigga is funny. Like, I say shit, but I'm not thinking like, oh my God, if I say this, God made me how I am. So why the fuck would he not? Why would he have a problem? Why would he have a problem with how I choose to express myself? If he gave me the mouth that I have, if he gave me the ideas and the creativity that I have, then why would he have a problem with it? Why do I have to censor myself to make you feel comfortable, or to make you feel like Getting into heaven is you wearing a skirt down to your motherfucking ankles and you never saying a cuss word and you never having some good dick. If you think that's gonna get you into heaven, then that's fine. But guess what? I'm still going to heaven too, and I've had the best time of my motherfucking life. So that's
my thing is this, right? A lot of Christians they shun away from spirituality. Like Samson said, God is he may have been a real person, he may be an energy. Who's to say? I don't know. But what I do know is before we had this white religion, our people had spirituality. They prayed to their ancestors. And then if we also bring religion into it, we are God's children. We bleed the blood of Jesus. And if God is within us, that would make sense why we will pray to our ancestors or praise them because they were godly as well. If God's children, if I'm making, do that make sense? It makes sense to me.
It makes sense what you're saying because if we all have him in us, then it makes sense. But like you said, like when you would see Black Panther and how they in the movie how they was praying to the ancestors and they do that, or how we take things like that. Like I think Black people are spiritual, but the majority of us,
it's been beat out of us.
It's been beat out of us.
And the crazy thing is, we still do spiritual stuff. Like when you praying to God for everything, you're manifesting. You're legit. It's the same
or
thing.
When you're reading these books, or you thinking, oh, pregnancy, dream about a fish. We still have these spiritual aspects. And I just think our people have just been this hold with the white religion and if we don't follow these rules and it's like, who created these? Think about it. Who created these fucking rules? White people. They created these fucking rules for you to abide by.
Mind control. It's mind control.
And I like that Black people today, like more and more Black people today, are starting to free themselves from the shackles that's religion. Like they starting to really think and say, hey, I'm deconstructing Christianity, or I'm deconstructing religion, and I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it. I'm going to have a conversation with God when I want to, and there's no structure to it. God, this Bible, that was a structure that white people created to control Black people and everybody the fuck else.
Absolutely.
That's what that was about.
And to rule. I think, on one hand, religion is a positive because a lot of people don't have the self-control to govern themselves. So, without that structure, I do think society would be in chaos, but I do think there also needs to be a getting back to the basics of, what are the moral laws of the universe? What are the spiritual laws and that sort of thing. And also, I think an issue with Black people in particular is we lose our ability to think realistically. We open our Bibles and close our minds. We go, oh, well, God didn't make gay people. God only wants you to do this or do that. But if you look at nature, there are different trees, there are different animals, there are different languages, different cultures. So why would everybody need to be straight and white? Why does all sexuality need to be the same if nature and culture and language and everything is so different?
Now I'm going to say this.
1 second.
Go ahead.
Do y'all remember, you probably heard of it, the Book of Solomon?
Yes.
All right. So the Book of Solomon, I was reading about that the other day. And this is about Solomon. Solomon's the great guy in the Bible. He's one of David and all them. And so what they were saying is that they took it out of the Bible because it contradicted the other stuff in the story, because he was consorting with demons. He was using demons to build the temple of David. All that stuff was built by demons. And I said, well, why would y'all take that out if it's so important to the story? Because it contradicts what the Lord says on this end. You ain't even supposed to be involved with demons or any of that type of stuff. Well,
that could be metaphorical too, though.
That too. But it's just, they remove so much stuff out of the Bible that I think you just should let people think about it in their own terms. So what you're saying, you get to God your way. And the problem is they took these things out of the books and not letting nobody critically think for themselves.
And they excluded many of the books of the Bible as well.
They did.
And the most powerful book of the Bible was two books that are excluded. But the most powerful one is the book of the Gospel of Thomas, is the most powerful gospel book. And that was excluded because it talks about the power that people have in themselves in the image of God, basically. And it's called the Gospel of Thomas. And so if you get it, even though I don't like the term because I think it's overused, but when you talk about manifesting and praying and believing, that's what the Gospel of Thomas is about. And basically, if you go and read that, it cuts out the middleman. So it lets people know you don't need a pastor, but pastors are afraid of that because if you don't need them, now the church goes out of business.
And that's what it is, a business.
It's a business. And then if you really want to talk about Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ was a spiritual philosopher. That's all he was. He was a spiritual philosopher, and he taught radical love. And so a lot of people now, who are really fundamentalists and really believe word for word what the Bible says without interpretation, just they believe what it says. They're waiting for Jesus to come back. And I can assure you, if Jesus Christ was to come back today, the type of radical love that he taught about, we would kill him again.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had the prototype to show up throughout history over and over again. We've seen it through people like Bob Marley, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Tupac. These type of people are Jesus prototypes, who challenge society and systems, and they challenge, how we think and show up. And each one of them have gotten killed. And so I can assure you, if Jesus was to come back and bring that radical love that he taught with the church will kill him.
Yeah, and this is one thing y'all said, they keep the books out of the Bible. So I was reading what you said with the Gospel of Thomas.
Yeah.
The Gospel of Thomas, non-canonical saying gospel. It was discovered near Nag Hammadi, Egypt in 1945 among a group of books known as the Nag Hammadi Library. Scholars speculate the works were buried in response to a letter from Bishop Athenius, I hope I said that right, declaring a strict canon on Christian scriptures. So it's like they pick and choose what the hell they want in the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah. The book of Mary Magdalene was kept out of there.
Yeah, the book of Enoch.
The book of Enoch.
The good and those are the best books because I said
those are the empowering books. Those are the books that really teach people how to tap into their spirituality and the essence of both who they are as a person and their spirit. And so those are the things that were excluded for, things that tell you, oh, turn the other cheek. But in the world that we live in, if you keep turning cheek, you ain't gonna have no cheek to turn.
That's true. That's
true.
You only got two. My thing, especially when they talk about like homosexuality and like, I do believe like you're born that way. And the way I say it, and this I don't think it's fucked up, but I kind of use this as a guy, and no disrespect to my homosexual people, I'm on your side. But especially when you look at like gay bottoms, who the fuck would purposely choose that lifestyle? Imagine being a man and you can't even eat when you want to eat. You gotta walk around hungry all day if you know you about to fuck. Like who
all
would
of
choose?
them don't.
Who would choose that motherfucking lifestyle?
Not all of them. Some would shit on you right there. They don't care. They'll eat a big.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like in general, who would choose to put themselves through that type of shit? Like I couldn't imagine being a gay bottom, and I want to eat. I'm a big bitch. I want to eat. I can't be hungry all day because I'm a fuck. Like I can't imagine who the fuck would choose to go through that life? Who would choose to be in a world where people want you dead simply because of who you want to love and be? Like nobody would, if you had a choice, hey, choose persecution or choose being straight, I'm gonna choose fucking persecute. Nobody would do that. I'm not saying it can't be influenced, because you have these things where people, these cultural things where, like, I feel like sometimes I think we went through a period where like it was trendy, or not saying like, not to make light of it, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Like especially with like women, it was this thing to, I feel like it'd be trendy to act like you're bi, but then you don't really, you may not really feel that way, or the same thing. Like I'm not saying things can't be influenced, but I think I don't think a person would just, I'm just going to make this choice to be this way. I think we as people, we know what we're attracted to organically. And if you just happen to be attracted to a person that's the same sex as you, then it is what the fuck it is. It doesn't make you less of a person. It just, that's who you're attracted to. And why are we, if you're not a gay person, why are you in gay business? Like that's my thing is, if you're not a gay person, why the fuck you in gay business? If you're not a trans person, why are you in trans business? If you're not a black person, why the fuck you in black business? If we all stay into the business that we belong to, we wouldn't have all these different problems. Because I'm not saying gay, there aren't problematic gay, they're problematic every fucking body. It's problematic gay people, it's problematic trans, it's problematic black, white, whatever. Everybody got some off niggas in the group.
Yeah.
But I think this constant thing like, oh, they're going to hell and they're this or they're that. I have never in my life, I have gay people in my family, I have gay friends. I have never had an experience with somebody that is just so awful because of who they choose to love, because that ain't my fucking business. That I
Yeah.
don't care about that. Who you are as a person is what I care about. Are you a good person? Are you a kind-hearted person? Do you do the right thing when the right thing is called for?
Mhm.
Because that's all we can judge people by. I don't give a fuck who you're fucking. Because I don't need you in my business trying to see who the fuck I'm fucking. And I really think we need to let that go, especially in the black community. It's just it's like you can be everything else, but you can't be gay. You can be up for you can be the neighborhood pedophile, but you can't be gay. You can be the
Yeah.
neighborhood loser, but you can't be gay. You can be the neighborhood rapist, but you can't be gay. Oh, he can be everything else, but gay. He can be a fuck up, never have a future, never do nothing, but he can't be gay.
Yeah.
Like I really want, and I can't speak for the world. I can only speak as a black woman, and I really want my people to get out the shackles of that bullshit because that's all it is. If you don't like it, why the fuck are you talking about it? Why does it matter? And I think we as black people, especially with the way how black men are treated, especially like now being a black woman, you want to talk about, oh, these men, they not emotionally intelligent, they not this and that. Okay, well, some of that is on the black woman, some of that is on us, because you don't want them to cry, you don't want them to do a certain, or if a young man shows vulnerability, why you acting like a girl, why you crying, it's like sometimes black men grow up in this world. You already come into, as black people, we already come into the world carrying the weight of the world on our fucking back. We
Ooh,
already come.
Nikki preaching today. She actually getting it right today.
Yeah.
we
Y'all.
already I'm gonna let that slide because I love you. we already we already come into the world with the weight of the world on our shoulder. And then you want to tell black men, and this is as a black woman who wasn't allowed to be emotional. I was told by my grandmother, you don't let people see you cry. You don't get emotional. You don't discuss how you feel. You keep that in. So when I got into relationships with black men and I saw them trying to be vulnerable, I would be like, what are you doing? And I had to learn, I had to evolve and be like, well, I can't expect him to be open with me, and I can't allow, like, I can't expect him to be open, and I'm not giving him the opportunity. A lot of these men that you want them to be vulnerable and emotionally intelligent, one, they don't have the tools to do it because they were never allowed to do it. We gotta start there. We gotta acknowledge
Now,
that.
okay, now with that, I do think that most women they like that ideally, but
but
as a
but
man,
let me,
you really can't be too emotional as a man
no
because
no
that
what,
that
what,
will that will turn women off.
Yes, no. What I'm saying is there has to be a balance. When I say emotional, I mean like, say you going through some shit, right?
They don't want to hear
And
that.
you going through something, and I see you're going through it. But you may not be able as a man to communicate, because I think a lot of times women, we have in our head what we want emotional intelligence to look like, what we expect the situation to be. And when it's not that, when it's not like a movie, when it's not like a sitcom, we don't know how, we take it the wrong way. So I would tell, when I'm involved with someone, I would tell him, listen, if you're going through something, I want you to talk to me. But if you don't have the words, I want you to write it down. If you can't write it down, give it to me in a song. Like, give me a list, a playlist, so that, because we can all know stuff through music. You know what I'm saying? If you feel in a certain way, give me a playlist, so just so I can understand where you're coming from, or I can try to understand. And I think a lot of times, as black women, we say, oh, well, we want a man that's gonna be emotionally intelligent, and he's gonna, he understands when to be sensitive and when to not be. But then when he shows that vulnerability and he shows that emotion and it doesn't look like how you thought it was going to look like, then you're turned off. Then you don't want him to be that way. And men, they pick up on the slightest inflection. Even though women don't think it, they do. So if a man is trying to be vulnerable with you in his own way, and he can automatically sense that you about to just, nah, nigga, this ain't it. He will shut down completely and you will not hear nothing else from him. And I think as black women, as black people, we got to give both sexes the space and the grace to be emotional and to be vulnerable and realize that it doesn't look like a fucking movie. It doesn't
I'm
look
gonna
like
say
it looks
something
like
that
on.
piss black women off.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's not
y'all.
gonna, well, it's
I
not
know
gonna look like
y'all. I know
it's
we have
not
we're
gonna
pressed
look
for time.
like, say it again.
We're pressed for time almost.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just I just want to say it's not gonna, in relationships, we gotta stop having this idea that if it doesn't look like what we want it to look like, that it's bad. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's where we kind of get caught up with the whole men versus women thing, is that we want it to be a certain, we as women want love to look a certain way, men want it to look a certain way, and we don't come to the conclusion that it ain't gonna always look like how we want it to look.
I
And it's
want to
not
touch
fair.
on, if I can, touch on something that Nikki and Samson was just talking about. When she was saying that, black men are told they can't cry, they can't, all of these things, and a lot of black men lack emotional intelligence. And this pisses a lot of black women off when I say this, but black women need to take accountability for the way these black men are, because most people in general were raised by a woman. So where the fuck did they learn to not cry?
Mama.
Yeah.
Where do they learn not to show emotions? But then when they grow up and they're emotionless and they get with these women and they don't know how to show their emotions, and then it becomes like, oh, black men no, they learned that shit from their mama. We need to take accountability. The same way we teach our daughters certain things, we need to teach our sons the same thing. I let my baby know it's okay to cry. I have a 4-year-old. It's okay to cry. Let it out, but use your words and express how you feel. But I treat my daughter the same exact way. If I'm going to teach my daughter how to cook, I'm going to teach my son how to cook. If I'm going to teach my daughter emotional intelligence, I'm going to teach my son the same exact thing. These women raise these men to be this way, and then when they grow up, they be like, well, I don't know why he act like that. Bitch, you're the reason he's the way he is. You raised them that way. The same way women have trauma from their mama, men have trauma from their mama too. Not blaming all mothers, because all mothers are not like that, but it does stem from the mother, because when the father is not in the home, the boy has to step up and become the man of a house. There's no fucking way you think a 5-year-old should be a man of anybody's house. He should be playing house somewhere. He should be.
I was the man of my house growing up.
Exactly. Like,
let's talk about it, Sam. I don't know if we got time. Chris gonna kill us, y'all.
It's up to y'all. I'm good on time. I have a free Sunday, so
I don't get Ike out here.
no. But so what we're gonna do is read these comments. Are we? Did y'all still want to do the history lesson in judging today?
I feel like we did a lot of history
I read enough
today.
people today.
Yeah, we did
a lot of history today.
Yeah, I read enough.
All right.
I read white people today. I read black people today. I read every fucking body today. So
I got my lesson up, but I can save it for next week if you want me to.
Yeah, we'll save
that'll
it.
work. So what we're gonna do? I'll read these comments from this one. I know we went on a whole thing with this one. That's why I said I'm looking at other videos and engaging with other stuff. And so this will actually be added to our videos next time, because this is really good. William 92371 says, I gained too much pleasure from watching Monty verbally slap around the unlightened. Lazy Orange 79, Christians preach forgiveness while ignoring accountability.
Amen to that.
Alex was the T-Rex. Quite honestly, I don't give a fuck about what the Bible says. Law shouldn't be made based off religious doctrine. A free-thinking nation would acknowledge and separate such things. And then Carrie 7547, 700 wives and 300 concubines sounds very dehydrating and exhausting. All right, so we are going to go into our videos. This is our ending segments. And I'm going to show you the first one. This has been making rounds on Instagram.
Outbound Long Beach now making another westbound turn here, finding another gas station. Might be the same one. He must be low on gas. Driver stepping out of the vehicle. And he's going to drop it right here. He's going to get gas.
I know you lying. I know you fucking lying. He ain't started to put no money in, so how is this happening?
He probably either used his credit card or it might be one of those ones you can go in and pay after.
Oh shit! They still got them.
Nervously getting gas after feeling some degree of relief here, although you can tell he's still very animated. He's got his shirt covering his face, clearly aware of the helicopters, but pretty unaware of the fact that
only in LA.
Pretty much on his own down there. There's really nobody pursuing him anymore. All of the law enforcement is pulled off. LAPD has abandoned this pursuit. California Highway.
That's crazy.
They gave up. Niggas say, "Hey, I might as well just go get some gas."
Sent their helicopter off to other assignments. So it looks like he is really just, he's got a little wad of cash there, maybe.
This ain't real life.
I mean, he couldn't be acting any more suspicious. I'll tell you that.
He filled up the entire tank. That was
probably on somebody else dime.
You know what gets me is that.
Listen, he said if we're gonna continue this chase, I gotta be prepared.
He should have got some snacks too. Shoot,
something.
You didn't.
Dropping the drop. This is wild scene here as he just drops the pump and continues on after a quick splash of gas. Now back on the run here, but there's nobody behind him.
All right, so that was that video, and then this character Miss Netta.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was making
fun of. That's the white bitch.
Okay, y'all know it's a difference between roaches and water bugs. Okay, it's a difference between roaches and water bugs. Roaches is those little things that runs around in your house when you got food and all that other stuff, dirty stuff all around your house. They fill up your sink and all that other stuff. Water bugs is something that comes from the rain.
Oh my God.
Okay. Comes from the rain. If you're around wood and trees and bushes and all that other stuff, then when it rains and stuff, you're gonna have a problem. Let me let Lynn outside because she parking at. It's been raining down here a whole lot. Oh Lord, I'm kidding. And I know y'all ain't seen none. I'm just telling y'all. But
that was that character. So if you go on Instagram or whatever, it's this character named Miss Netta, and everybody's always making like some compilation funny video about this person.
Charles, your dinner is ready or whatever.
Yeah.
Charles, your lunch. I ain't never seen a nigga try to capitalize off of something so just horrible. I don't know. I was done with them. I never really got into them, but I was done with that bitch when she came out of a hotel and was trying to orchestrate like all these people was outside for her, and you could tell like you looked in I think they saw like the mirror of the car or something, and it wasn't no people there, and like she was trying to act like it was all these people. That's Shannon Sharp long lost sister.
Oh,
because I said in my video that Shannon Sharp looks like Miss Netta if she had access to money and good skincare.
And wanted to be a man.
And it's the truth. Like the whole like I just couldn't take her seriously looking the way she looked. I
don't like Miss Netta.
It's just I mean, I don't want to call nobody facially challenged, but homegirl is facially challenged. I need her to work on
facially challenged.
I need her to work on them because as a Picos girly, you know,
and you know what?
I have to shave too. But them fucking razor bumps is out of this motherfucker.
First of all, Miss Netta. Never mind. Y'all gonna get me canceled again. Y'all gonna get me canceled like you was gonna get me canceled that other week if I speak on Miss Netta. I ain't gonna do it. I do not like Miss Netta. I can't stand I can't stand Patrick. I can't stand him. He gets on my nerves. He really does. And I'm not disrespectful to trans people whatsoever, but Miss Netta is one of them people which I spoke on the other time when we was talking about trans people. I don't like Miss Netta for the simple fact that you're trans, so you want to be a woman, but yet you get over here and start looking down on natural born women, start thinking you're better than us. I don't like that. I wouldn't be disrespectful if Shim wasn't disrespectful, but Shim is very fucking disrespectful. Talking, I don't want to be no woman. What I look like being a black woman, bitch. That's what you looking like. That's what you're trying to look like. That's the look you're trying to achieve.
What does she look like being a black woman, bitch? You look like a black man.
Well, I'm not trying to be no black woman. I don't want to be nothing like no black woman. I can't stand you black women.
So who the fuck you trying to be like? Who you say? If you're not trying to be like a black woman, is a mirror in the room with the bitch? Because I feel like it ain't. It's cracked if it is, but nonetheless, it's mirror in the motherfucking room.
It gotta be cracked. Something ain't right.
I don't want to. You know what? Let me not. I ain't gonna get canceled. Listen. I love my trans people, but I'll call you out when you're fucked up. But you know what? Let me.
Well, Netta said she's not trans, so I don't know what to do with that one.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say, because she's never.
And see, that's what I mean by doing too much. Because if you're not trans, what the fuck are you?
She says Miss Netta, but I've never
letter to the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, because I've never heard her come out and say I'm trans. So I too, like Samson, was always kind of confused with that, because it's like, okay, well, you're Miss Netta, but the trans community ain't never claimed you, and you ain't never claimed them. So I'm not sure.
But what the hell else would
what we need to do?
I guess she's just queer.
What the fuck? Okay, now that we're here, what is queer? Because I'm so confused.
Queer is when you're outside of the ordinary, like what's considered normal is queer. So queer just means different.
Bisexual?
No, queer just means different.
I miss the times when we just had gay, straight, bisexual, and like when we had LGBT. And I guess that I was good with
it. Made a lot of sense.
And then when y'all added the Q, the T, the I, and the A, and not a motherfucking plus, you lost a bitch. But then again,
hold on, what is the I and the A? I'm lost.
I got a Gen Z daughter. I have to ask her, what the fuck are we doing here? Because see, this is what I do. If I'm in doubt about anything, I'm gonna ask you what the fuck your name is. What would you like me to call you? And we gonna call it that. And that's the fuck it. Because I can't deal with all of this. I'm this, I'm confusing. That, I'm non-binary. And this is no disrespect to these people. I'm just saying, as a 44-year-old black woman, give a bitch a break. Because I was okay. I was okay with the LGBT, because I could understand that. But when we got into the motherfucking QIA and the plus, what's next? LMNOP, XYZ, nigga, it's too much. It's too fucking
it's a lot.
Because how many ways can we fuck? How many people can you like? It's only so many ways we could do this.
You'd be surprised, because I be seeing some shit now. I saw a trans woman, which means she was born a man, but now she's a woman, and I seen the trans man, which he was born a man, but is now. No, was born a woman, but now a man. Now they dating, and they not gay, but I'm like,
but they are.
You kind of not. I'm confused.
This is what I'm gonna say, because I always say you can make a joke about things and still be respectful. Now, this is the only thing that I've ever thought about when it comes to trans women that then date. Wait, what was it? No.
Because think about it.
Because it's one where you could have just ended up being a like when you wait, is it the reverse? I can't think. I was high when I thought about it. It made sense when I was high. It'll come back to me later.
Well, some of them are men that become women, and the thing is they're still women attracted, but physically to themselves they feel like a woman. So that is what's incomplete and that they need to fix. But they're still attracted to women. They just feel like they're a woman also.
Okay, yeah, but is it the one where you could have been, it's one where like you could just save yourself some time and just been a lesbian?
Oh, you're talking about like a trans man, like one that was born a woman.
Yes, that's what I mean. Thank you.
And then you
so like when women, a trans man,
you could just a lesbian with a strap on.
Exactly, because like if you a trans man and then you get with a woman, I was like, well, you could have just saved your time and been a lesbian. That's thank you, Mike. That's the thought I was trying
But
to
the
have.
thing is a lesbian is still identifying as a woman. A trans man is going to identify as a man.
No, I get the semantics. I'm just saying from a with my thinking cap on, you could have saved yourself some time, energy, effort, and money in this economy and just been a goddamn lesbian. That's the joke. I'm just saying, like, if we really thinking about it like that, that's how that then I quickly thought, you know what?
I
I'm
don't
not
know. I
trans
don't
and this
care
ain't my
what people do
motherfucking
in their
business, so I'm gonna step
bedroom.
out. That was my first thought, and then I caught myself and I like, well, bitch, you ain't trans, so this ain't your motherfucking business. And I quickly left my mental conversation. But that's just some of the shit
Yeah, I mean,
that I
listen,
have
my
thought
thing is
about
this.
respectfully. Like
I don't
respectfully, I've thought about that. Like, well, couldn't you have just? But I understand.
personally don't give a damn what people do, what you identify as, because I identify as rich every single day, okay? And I'm good with what they have going on. My only issue is when trans women start disrespecting natural born women. That's the only thing that I don't like. Other than that, do what you do. I be talking to trans women the same way I talk to regular women, because I feel like gay men, trans women, and natural born women have something in common, which is something that's fucked up in all of our heads, that we be letting these niggas treat us any type of way and we worth more. Because black women, the ones who okay with being side piece, well, not black women, just women in general, the ones who okay with being a nigga side piece, the motherfuckers.
Some people like being a side piece.
Hold
and
on,
people need jobs, and so
you worth more than being degraded down to somebody fucking side
but
piece.
everybody does not believe that is degrading.
That is very degrading. You okay
no,
with being number two?
Oh my God, y'all gonna make me agree with Samson. God damn.
No, I'm not saying, because even
you gonna make me
gay men who like to sleep with men who on the DL, and you okay with sneaking around and creeping around. You are
Some people don't want people in their business.
Worthy of love. You are worthy to be loved out loud. And the same thing with trans
women. Some
women.
people don't want love. Some people want some good dick.
You can get good dick and still respect
yourself
and make sure that the person you getting dick from is respecting you too.
Well, on the other hand, though, the person who is supplying the good dick is just dick to some people, and they're not loved either. So sometimes it's just the transaction.
I get it, but you work more than to reduce yourself.
I think our problem these days is that we think about this stuff too much. Sometimes it just is what it is.
I understand what Maya is saying, but I also understand what Samson is saying, because in some cases, when there's a side piece, let's just say you are a side piece, and then this nigga decide he gonna leave his wife for you. Sometimes the side piece be like, nigga, I didn't ask you to do that.
Right.
I did not ask you to do that. I like my freedom. I like being able to fuck you when you available and I'm available. But I don't want you in my business. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my house. You got some women that's like that.
But why you can't just find you a single nigga to do that with?
No, I'm not. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just telling you the perspective. The mindset is not always.
Oh, I'm a victim. I'm so sad.
It is not always. They're not the victim that other people may think that they are in that situation. Because sometimes that's what I'm trying to say. I think Samson is trying to say they're not always the victims. They're not always the ones, like, they like being able to go off when they want to and do what they want to.
Yeah, but you can't do that shit with a regular single person that don't have strings attached.
Sometimes though, they just like that person that they have that arrangement with, and they don't mind being in that arrangement with that person because that's what
he said. Yes, he's saying, like, it's
I will never understand that.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not agreeing and saying it's right. I'm agreeing with Samson in the sense that you're an adult, and sometimes you're making this. You know what you're. A lot of times they like the woman or the man. Most of the time, sometimes it's the woman. Don't expect you to leave your wife. They don't want you to leave your fucking wife, because the minute you do now, because they know how you treat that bitch. So if they know how you treat that bitch, they know that's how you gonna do them, and they don't want no parts of it. And again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that those women in those situations, especially when they know that's the situation, because it's different if you get with a man and you don't know he married. And then, because that happens sometimes. We ain't gonna act like it ain't married. It's married niggas on these dating apps living single ass lives.
It's more them than the single people.
Exactly. So you
That is
got
true.
so that's the situation. But when you have a situation where the woman who is the mistress is very aware of what is going on, you have to accept that she's not always the victim, because if you know what's going on and you know that's the life that you're choosing to live, you're not the victim, because you know this man married, you know he ain't gonna never leave his wife, and in a lot of
And
instances
to them bitches, and
they
I'm gonna
don't
say it
want, and a
like
lot
that.
of times they don't want him to leave. They like being able to live their single life, and then when they want sex and they want whatever. Now, again, not saying it's right, because they should be able to find a single man to do that
If
with.
they
But I
if
think
they want to.
if they want you, however it is, because what I'm trying to say is you can't always put it on the woman, because the man got some responsibility over here too.
Oh yeah, the man definitely got some responsibility, but to the bitches that are okay with playing second fiddle, when you really get in your heart of hearts that you ready to fall in love, and the new nigga that you fall in love with play the fuck out, you keep that same energy you had when you was
Well,
a body.
And
exactly,
some of them don't care
exactly.
either.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't basically you can't tell these women that they're worth better and they should want better if they don't want it for themselves. You may
Mm.
feel like
Because some of
that.
them don't think in therapy speak like that.
Yes, they don't think they don't want a better situation than what they have. Sometimes if the nigga is footing the bill for their lifestyle, they willing to do whatever. If he paying their bills and they own apartment, you can be with your wife anytime you want, because my bills is paid over here. That's the type of arrangement that a lot of these people have.
I'm
So
supplying a service.
they're not worried about it. It's transactional. You might be married and you got your family. Again, not saying it's right. But you also got a bitch in an apartment that you paying for. So she's like, hey, my bill's getting this bitch. I can still live my single life, but I still got my shit taken care of and I'm paid for.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the arrangement and that's how they want it. So if that's the arrangement, that's not they're not a victim. And I'm sitting here having an epiphany about the last episode this nigga was on. So,
I'm telling y'all, I know what I be talking about. And low key, some of them side pieces be saving marriages. So that's a different conversation though.
that is you know what? That is a
I
different conversation.
fucking agree. If you gonna do all that, just fucking leave.
You should, and you know what? You absolutely should. But you know what? I'm gonna say this, and this might be, I don't know how people gonna take this. And not, this ain't to you, Maya, as a wife. I ain't a wife, never been one, don't want to be one. But a lot of these wives out here know exactly what the fuck is going on. And you
Yeah.
stay with these men for the sake of saying you got a nigga. You stay with these men for the sake of saying, because you playing house, because you don't want to leave the house. And 9 times out of 10, the house ain't even in your fucking name. It's in his. Y'all are building, a lot of these wives want to be in these marriages just to have something to leverage over a single woman that don't even give a fuck when you really
And
think about it.
sometimes if a man is good enough at providing, a woman will there's some studies and stuff, it's all over the internet. Like some women are more willing to share a man who's able to provide versus just a single struggling man. And so,
And that's a lot of times. A lot of these women, again, they have the nice house, they have the
and they'll
nice
share
car,
the
and they
man
know,
for the
and they
lifestyle.
know if he goes away, that goes away. And so
Yes.
they're willing to look the other way because they don't want to lose a certain lifestyle. And we can't act like a lot of these wives don't operate that way, because they know good and goddamn well when they man ain't in
Well,
the
I
bed
ain't
where they
married
at.
rich, so I don't know nothing about them.
Exactly. But I'm saying that is the, in a lot of ways, especially with these older men and women and these older relationships, that is how it is, because they have an established home life. These women have a nice house, they have a nice car, and they can't have that without them. And a lot of these men know it's cheaper to keep her. So if I leave my wife, I might want to be with this bitch over here. But if I leave my wife, I'm gonna have to pay more money. And if I gotta pay more money, that's less money I could spend on my bitch over here. And if it's less money to spend on my bitch, she gonna leave me. So now I'm gonna be without no pussy, because my side pussy, I'm gonna lose that if I'm poor, because my I do pussy done left me too. So these niggas playing the long game just like everybody the fuck else.
Yeah, and as long as they do it and keep doing a certain type of way, the women don't care. Because women know, but if they getting their bills paid, he bringing home 6 figures, 6, 7 figures, she's not gonna care. And that is as old as the beginning of time.
And I don't want to say it's that she don't care, but they allow themselves to justify in a way. Oh, well, I got his last name.
Back to a conversation the conversation we talked about earlier, because I'm not going to necessarily say that it's not that some women don't care. It can go back to that family and trauma that you had. That's a part of hold on to
that's a part of it too.
That's only when money is not involved, though. We're talking about living a comfortable life.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like well, if you in that case, I'm gonna shut my broke ass up.
No, okay. Okay. Like this. When Maya, the perspective that Maya is thinking about, it is the when we deal with shit emotionally. The thing that me and Samson is talking about is when it's more financial gain.
Lifestyle.
When it's lifestyle involved. When it's the type of time where you holding on to a no good nigga and you ain't benefiting from it, that's some broke struggle love shit. That's how you get into the broke struggle love shit. That's what a lot of these black women are going through with the broke struggle love. When and they digmatize. But then what me and Samson talking about is when it's an established lifestyle involved.
Well, see, I was talking about the same thing, but slightly a little different, because the majority, all of these men that got side bitches ain't rich.
No, exactly. But this is the thing. And that goes to the emotional part.
Make women feel or something like that. It's something valuable that they have that will make women tolerate that.
Yes. It is something that they're doing, or they're doing, and I have experience in that area. I will say that. So I can understand the perspective of seeing it from both sides. That's not something that I'm into now, but I have been in that situation, and you can I can see it from my perspective, because it wasn't in my situation. It wasn't a lifestyle choice for me. It was more lifestyle on the wife part, but it was more emotional for me, but lifestyle for the wife. So this is why I can understand where a lot of them know what the fuck is going on, and they choose to turn a blind eye. They
get something out of it,
because they too are getting something. Because a lot of the times those wives can't leave either. They want to leave, but they know they can't, because if they leave that nigga, they won't have what they have. Or a lot of times they feel like, I built this nigga. I built this house up.
I don't want nobody else to have it.
Yeah, I put my time and my effort and my energy into this home. And so if I got to put up with this nigga to keep this home that I've built, that I've put all this time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears into, then I'd rather be a miserable bitch but live in my comfortable house than to be a happy bitch and go get me a studio apartment. Like that's the reality of the situation, and we can't act like that ain't it. Like until some of these women realize that their peace and their freedom is worth more than a piece of dick, until they get to that point, you got to let them be how they are, because it's not always the wife. Sometimes, especially when they know, are just as culpable as the side piece.
Yeah.
They just as culpable, because a lot of times they in cahoots. And I can see what Samson said about how they save marriages, because a lot of times these wives don't want to fuck these niggas. So hey, go ahead, and they don't want to be touched. So you know what? Go do what you're doing. Just don't bring home no disease. Don't bring home no babies, because a lot of these women know
which sounds fucking stupid. Because if you're going out fucking, how I'm gonna tell you not to bring home a disease? You don't know what them people out there got. They strangers.
It's not supposed to be logical to you. It's logical to the people that is doing this shit. It ain't supposed to be logical to you. It's logical to them, because the reason why they feel that way is, hey, if I'm not fucking my husband, I can't catch no disease. So go ahead and do what the fuck you're doing, because you ain't coming up in me. So that's how. Again, a lot of this shit,
which is something I will never understand, because I'm not going to stay in. I can't get no dick because you out here fucking everybody else. Why am I with you?
But sometimes the woman is not there for the dick. Sometimes
it's resources. They getting something else. This is what happens when you don't marry for love. When you marrying for fucking resources, this is a product of marrying for resources and not marrying for love. You didn't marry the nigga because you loved him. And niggas don't marry women. Sometimes a majority of these men They want a version of their mother they can fuck. A majority of these men will marry women.
Damn.
Will marry women that will give them what do women what do mothers give? Unconditional love. They cook, clean for you. They take care of you when they sick. They give you loyalty. They give you unconditional love. None of it is earned. It is automatically given. That is what a lot of these men are looking for when they go marry a woman. They not marrying a woman because she got good pussy. They not marrying a woman because she's smart. They marrying these women because they can get what the fuck they can get from their mama through them. A lot of these men do not marry for love. They look at when they do. Look at when they choose to get married. A lot of them, if they, I think sometimes when men get married younger, maybe that's for love because you know you young and that's who you want to be with. But when you see these men get married at like an older age, or they trying to look for a younger woman to marry, it's so that they can manipulate. It's so they can have somebody to fucking take care of them. A lot of these men don't marry for love, and a lot of these women don't marry for love, and we got to be realistic about that. They don't. They marry for resources, and when you marry for resources, you got to be prepared for what that comes with.
Especially if you know somebody's marrying you for your resources, then yeah, you get to do what you want to do.
Because what did I say? A man does not. A man don't want a woman. A man can't control a woman that wants him. He can only control a woman that needs him. So the minute a man knows you need him for his resources, he already automatically has the upper hand over you. He knows he can treat you any kind of way because where the fuck are you gonna go? He gave you.
I just want to say something real quick.
What?
Hello, P. Diddy, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
You know what, nigga? That ain't the same shit, but okay. I knew he was gonna do it. Cause like I said, I low-key had an epiphany in the sense that I could see where he was coming from. Like as I was talking, I could see where you was coming from. I still don't agree, but I could see where it literally like, oh, that's where that nigga was coming from. But once a person has you financially, and in that respect, I get what you're saying. I honestly can say, no joking, I get what you're saying. But I'm saying it not in a PDD level. I'm saying it on a everyday nigga level. When a man has you like, oh, especially like a woman like me, a man can't control me. You can't never tell me what to do because I got my own shit. I pay the cost to be my motherfucking boss because that guarantees my right to do whatever the fuck I like. You can't take shit from me. You can't if I break up with a nigga, you can't take me out my home because I already got one. You can't take my car, it's mine. You can't take my money or whatever the fuck I came with. So I feel like when you get into that situation, when you with somebody for resources, or you get as a woman, especially as a woman, if you are in a position, because a lot of these women are getting with men not in addition to, but in replace of what they have. Meaning they going from nigga to nigga to get their bills paid. They not with a man because they really want to be with him. This other man caught on, so now they gotta move on. Just like it's men who go from woman to woman because they ain't got no place to live. It's the same shit. You're getting with a person based off the resource they can provide for you, not love, not because you genuinely like them. And a lot of these men are married to women they do not like. And a lot of these women are married to men they do not like. And that's the consequences of the action when you get in with somebody strictly off a resource. That's why it's important for women, have your own shit. Because that way, when you with somebody, you know why you're really with them. And they don't have the power over you, because once a nigga has financial power over you, it's a fucking wrap. Because they can treat you however they want, because where are you going to go? Same shit with slavery. If they got you economically, if they got you everywhere else, where the fuck you going to go? You have no choice but to put up with whatever the fuck they giving you.
And you know what? And we going to end that shit right there, because Nikki just said a motherfucking word. Because, yeah, if not, we're going to keep going down a rabbit hole, because it's the same. You're right. You're right. It's the same thing with slavery. Where the fuck you going to go? This system they done put us in. What the fuck? Now, go ahead, Chris. Wrap it up.
This is going to be the last video. I thought this video was beautiful.
Oh, hey.
Vegetable. Make something healthy. Today, carb of the day is carrots. And I pair that up with an onion. Gonna add some jalapeno to that. Time for the fish. I'm making this mac. That way the seasoning can actually enter the fish. Use whatever seasoning that you feel. When you want big cabbage, just gonna put it on my sisters allergic to everything in the ocean, but it's a surprise dinner. I'll make her a whole thing.
I just wanted to end it with that one because I love her page.
She's
Like her
beautiful.
skin just that's how the people in Brazil look. The
Yeah,
black people,
she's
She is
beautiful.
gorgeous.
they look like that. I was just like, Jesus.
She just immediately looked like Viola Davis in like the Woman King. Like she just had that, but they look like we look so fucking good in like orange and yellow and like bright ass colors. We just I love being black. You can't change that shit for the fucking world. I know I don't have skin that look like that, but I love my blackness and I love like really like seeing like just beautiful dark skinned people. I love that shit. That's just like whew,
You know
I
what?
love
Me and
it.
Samson really appreciate you loving our skin.
I,
Yeah.
I do. I do. And that's why I tend to like, I like men who are like Samson's color, if not darker. Like, listen, give me a nigga that look like the night hit him. I love it. The dark, listen, I ain't gonna lie. My daughter's father, that nigga is a 6'4" Jamaican, black as the goddamn night. That bitch closes his eyes in the dark. I can't see shit. Okay. That's how, that's how, that's how I like them. I've always been that way because my dad, and it's probably because of my dad. My dad was like very, very dark skinned, and I've just always, when I go into a room and I'm scanning a room of men, that's what the fuck I'm looking for the brothers. I'm not saying a light skinned man can't approach me, but my
Mhm.
preference as I'm looking around, that's just automatically like what I go to. So I like I said, I ain't never been with a white man. I'm not ruling it out, but my preference is yeah, just give me a dark nigga. I'm
Keep
fine.
some chocolate in your life.
Exactly. Like I can't. Yeah. I listen. I love, and that's the thing. Everybody in my family is like vanilla people. I'm the only one that like when it comes to ice cream and cake and all. I'm just a chocolate girl. Period. Like, I don't know how you just like chocolate, bitch. I love it. I love it in all forms. I just like. I don't care what we go through. I wouldn't trade being black for nothing. I come back being black every fucking time because we are an elite people, and I don't give a fuck how they try to convince us that we not. We are elite, and we don't. We ain't gotta like come up with a whole fucking superior race narrative to prove that shit. Like we just we are who we are, and we're just great. Like we just even our level to be comedic. Like I feel like black people, like the majority of us, are just natural comedians. Like we just because I think comedy comes from pain, and if it's one thing we know, it's pain, and we just natural with our shit, and that's why everybody wants this. So I appreciate Chris ending on that video because I love my blackness, and I wouldn't change it for nothing.
That's good. And so thank you for that, Nikki. Like people, I think black people need to hear that. We are about to get out of the show. This was our longest show.
Oh, we got clips, nigga.
There's a lot of clips in
We
this
about to
one.
piss. We about to piss the crackers off. We about to piss the black church off. We gonna piss off black women. We just listen.
We
We
about to
just
piss off a lot of people in
we
this
Every
we
time
we.
episode. And
Samson
the
comes.
crazy thing is, they not even gonna be mad at Samson. They gonna be mad at me and Nick.
They ain't even gonna be mad at this nigga. No, they gonna be pissed at me and Maya this week. They gonna be madder than a motherfucker. I know. Listen, y'all, the audience, I'm talking to y'all right quick. I didn't betray y'all, but I got when Samson is writing some shit. I got listen. The nigga be correct sometimes, so I can't. The evil Aldrich Hodge. The nigga was right today about some shit, so I had to give it to him.
And so we are going to go out with our outros. And Miss Maya, where can they find you at?
You can find me on all platforms at Maya Lamise, Elevate with Maya on YouTube. Make sure y'all go stream Beyond Normal with Maya Lamise. It's getting real in the field out here, y'all. We elevate.
Awesome. And Miss Nikki.
I am Bitch Happens on Instagram. On TikTok, it is bitch_happens. On YouTube, I am Knickknack23, NIKNAK23. And make sure you tune in for the second episode of Knickknack After Dark, Friday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern on TikTok Live. When I tell you it is raw, uncut, and uncensored, it is. I'm surprised they didn't ban us off that shit. But eventually we will be moving to YouTube.
Awesome. And Mr. McCormick, please let them know, like, if you have any shows or anything coming up as well, and your socials.
Oh yeah, just follow on Instagram at Samson McCormick, SAMPSON McCormick, and shows and everything in that universe will be announced online.
Awesome. And I'm your host, Vision X. You can also see me on ILTG Podcast as well, as I'm getting that started back up. And videos for this week's episode will be posted soon. Please stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.